session. I call to order meeting number 954. We have a few guests. Can I request you to stand for a moment? Welcome to you all. Can we give them a round of applause, please? And if you have any clarifications regarding the activities of the club or how to become a member, etc., we will be available during the break. You can get in touch with us. We have Atan, our committee, Atan, Mahavir, Paresh, and myself. You can get in touch with any one of us. Okay, thank you. Aristotle mentioned that if you have to learn to do something before you do it, you learn by doing it. If you have to learn something before you do it, before you actually do it, you actually learn by doing it. Mahavir here mentioned about Malcolm Gladwell and his 10,000 hours. Let me share with you an anecdote of Steve Waugh. Steve Waugh, the international cricketer, mentions in his autobiography, Out of My Comfort Zone. He says he used to practice hitting the cricket ball, and the technique that he used to do was, he used to take a cricket ball, put it in his socks, tie the socks to a ceiling with a rope, and he would be hitting it. He kept on hitting it till the socks tore, and then he went on with the new socks. That is practice. And we have seen what levels he has reached. And you name it, whether it is Steve Waugh or whether it is Sachin Tendulkar, or talk about any great artist. Practice is what takes them there. Today's theme is about practice makes perfect. Am I right? Practice makes perfect. Fantastic theme. But a word of caution. What do you think is the definition of perfection? Perfection is defined as the highest possible level, the best possible or the most proficient level of any art or skill. Aspiring to be perfect is a very noble goal to have. It's a very honorable goal to have. That is the problem. Because in the pursuit of perfection, sometimes actually becomes a deterrent to action. When we try to be perfect at everything that we do, we try to measure ourselves against some extreme, distant goal, which we are not going to achieve every time. And in that process, when we see that, okay, we will not be that, we refuse to even go for the second best or the third best. We give up on our chance to act. We forego action because our desire calls to be perfect. Our goal has become to achieve perfection. Achieving perfection is fine, absolutely fine. But we have to realize, where are we right now? For Obama or Narendra Modi, or even, you might not agree with me, I find Lalu Prasad Yadav to be a fantastic speaker. I find it, it's my personal opinion. Now, if we, in our attempt to become good speakers or great speakers, if we try to take that as a perfection level, and every time we go on stage we expect that we will be matching that level, don't you think you are being a bit too harsh on yourself? Take for instance, A.B. de Villiers. He recently hit 133 runs and what, less than 120 balls. He did not play with them. Imagine when he was around 15 years of age and he did his school shot. Somebody came and told him, Maybe that is not how we can explain it. If AB had been chasing perfection, do you think we would have AB de Villiers here? An awesome cricketer. We would have the image of someone who, somebody who created an image of what a perfect cricketer should be like. And definitely AB would not have. I'm sure if AB had been in India, he would not have reached this level. Because he would have been discarded somewhere along the way, because it's not perfect. But he's awesome. Why I thought this was important, because a lot of time here, amongst our Toastmasters, especially new Toastmasters, I hear, I want to give a great speech. Whenever I go and present, I want to do the best, take all the feedback, and only then go and present the speech. Come on, Toastmasters, wake up. This is value practice. You don't practice in the silent confines of your room, your home, or wherever you do practicing, in front of a mirror. That practice is required. But your practice is not complete unless you come here. I was looking for some one-liners for the speech today, and one of them which really stood out to me was, the number one technique to be a public speaker, to be a good public speaker, is to practice before a live audience. It is not about practicing in the confines, the safe confines of your home. You have to be practicing before the people. That is where the change happens. That is where, when your ego hurts, when you realize that all that you have put in, but you are not able to connect with the audience doesn't buy your story, when your ego hurts, that is where change happens. That is where you improve. So this is my take on this. Practice. Yes. But be realistic about what is your goal. Is your goal to be a good public speaker, or is your goal to be a good speaker? You don't want to write only great speeches, right? You have to be here. So practice, come here and practice. That is where you are going to bring about change to yourself. Practice makes perfect, probably, but I would say practice makes awesome. I think that is the goal to strive for. Be awesome. We have an awesome Toastmaster here today who will be taking the meeting forward, a very diligent person, pleasant,